Hi guys! In this video, you're gonna learn how to create podcasts using Audacity. While creating a podcast using Audacity is a straightforward process. So here's a step-by-step guide to help you get started. First, you need to install Audacity. If you haven't already done so, download and install the latest version of Audacity on your computer. To download it, go to audacityteam.org. And in here, just click on download and choose what uh, to download. Example, Windows, you can download it at Mac, iOS. You can download it at Linux and source or plugins. So choose Windows and install your Audacity. Prepare your recording equipment. Make sure you have your microphone to your computer and configured properly. You may also want to use headphones to avoid feedback. Then record your podcast. Open Audacity, and you can see now it's open already, and this is the home of Audacity. And start recording your podcast by clicking on the red button, this one. And you can see now that Audacity is recording my audio. Click again to stop recording or click on the stop button. You can pause and resume recording as needed. You can also edit your podcast. Once you finish recording, use Audacity's editing tool to trim and edit your podcast. If you want to trim it, just click on the trim, selecting tools, multiple tools, trim. Export your podcast. When you're happy with your podcast, export it to an audio file format that's compatible with most podcast platforms, such as MP3. To do this, go to File and go to Export, and then choose what your preferred file format, example MP3. Then save it. Just rename your podcast. Sample podcast. Then save. Click save. And it will automatically save to your preferred format. Upload your podcast. Upload your podcast to your preferred podcast hosting platform, such as Anchor. Sample here, a podcast is Anchor. And also Buzzsprout, another type of podcast. Also, Podbean. Go to Podbean and upload those podcasts at these three websites. Make sure to include a title, a description, and any other relevant information about your podcast. Sample, if I'm gonna export this to MP3 and save it, you can see now the artist name, track title, album, track number, year, genre, and comments. So save it after you do it and then click OK or edit those templates and genre. Share your podcast. Once your podcast is live, share it on social media and other platforms to promote it and grow your audience. There are some additional tips for creating a podcast using Audacity. Number one, use a high quality microphone. Well, the quality of your microphone can make a big difference in the overall sound of your podcast. Consider investing in a good quality microphone to ensure that your voice sounds clear and professional. Use a pop filter. A pop filter can help to reduce the popping sounds that can occur when you pronounce certain letters such as P and B. This can help to improve the clarity of your podcast. Practice good recording habits. When recording your podcast, try to speak clearly and at a consistent volume. Avoid rustling papers or making other background noise, as this can be distracting for your listeners. And edit your podcast carefully. Take the time to carefully edit your podcast, removing any unnecessary pauses or mistakes. You can also use Audacity's effect and plugins to enhance the overall sound quality of your podcast. And consider adding music. Adding music to your podcast can help to create a more engaging listening experience. However, be sure to use music that is royalty free or for which you have obtained the necessary permissions. Be consistent. To build an audience for your podcast, it is important to be consistent in your posting schedules. So decide on a regular posting schedule and stick to it, whether it's once a week or once a month. And that's how to create a podcast using Audacity. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon to notify you to our next tutorial.